Let's not call this watch cheap. Cheap implies to some people a product that is shoddy or not well made. More accurately, this is an affordable watch. More affordable than many of the other micro-brand watches. This is the Swiss watch company ARK model in green. The ARK is a Swiss-made field watch priced at just $199 US. But is it any good? I'll give you my thoughts on this episode of Adventures with Time. On this channel, I review watches from all price tiers, from affordable to luxury. That way you, my fellow watch enthusiasts, get to see a variety of watches to judge what might be appropriate for your collection. I do think this SWC ARK watch is the lowest cost watch I've reviewed to date. The Swiss Watch Company, or SWC, was founded in 1996 by Stefan Romer. An interesting side fact is that the Swiss Watch Company, given the happenstance of timing when they submitted the name, is the only watch company licensed in Switzerland with Swiss in its name. Although just $199 US, there are some nice attributes to this watch. This is a titanium case, titanium number 2 for those who care, 38.5 millimeters wide by my measurement, just 8.5 millimeters thick with a lug-to-lug of 45.5 millimeters and a lug width of 20 millimeters. On the supplied nylon strap, it comes in at a featherweight of just 35.3 grams. It has a 6 millimeter signed screw-down crown, screw-down case back, and a flat-top sapphire crystal with 16 layers of anti-reflective coating on the underside, giving this watch a respectable 100 meters of water resistance. It's not just the AR coating with which they've been generous. They've put 20 layers of super luminova on the dial. We'll check out both lume and reflections later. Inside they are using the Ronda 6004.D Swiss quartz movement. This is the first time I've seen a watch with that movement, so it's new to me. Apparently Ronda has been around for over 70 years and is based in the Swiss Basel region. Their quartz movements seem to be fairly good. For your $199, you get the watch with a 3-year warranty, 2 nylon Velcro straps, and this double watch holder. They don't say, but I believe it's leather. This ARK is a field watch. Many have noted that it seems styled after the Dirty Dozen watches issued and worn by those who served during World War II. And we can see that there are similarities with these military issues. Then again, many field watches have the same design aspects to meet the needs of a field watch, specifically having a readable dial both in daylight and during low light conditions, and the ability to be worn in rough conditions, including around water. The ARK strives to meet these requirements, and therefore most of the 7 color options have a stark, no-nonsense appearance. One might say a bland look. Only the white dial, in my opinion, stands out. This model lent to me, I think, is called the ARK Black Green. It has a dark green dial base with white printing for the minute and second tracks. The 3 hands are all sword-shaped with syringe tips in a matte finish to match that of the titanium case. A familiar yet simple design. However, there are things to note, both good and bad in my opinion. Where should I start? Okay, first my dislikes. The date window at the 3 o'clock position is very plain, just a rectangular cutout. I guess that goes with the overall theme of this watch. For me, it's just too bland. Also, I think they could have kept the Arabic numeral for the 3 rather than using a rectangle. Perhaps they tried and it really didn't look right. I would have preferred if the minute hand was a tad longer to reach the outer minute track. And that minute track should have used longer indices at each 5-minute interval for better readability during a quick glance. Same with the second track. If you want to time sub-minute intervals, 5-second increments would be helpful. Speaking of the running second sub-dial, I wonder why they are using a step movement rather than a sweeping second hand. Does that have something to do with the movement? I don't have a preference one way or the other, just curious. Anyone out there know? Some have complained that the crown is a bit short and hard to grip. But this is a quartz watch whose battery is supposed to last 40 months and has an instantaneous rate of -10 to +20 seconds a month. One should rarely need to touch the crown. Other than those, some could say, minor dislikes, there is not much I can complain about this watch. Now for my positives. Clearly, the titanium case is a key feature of this watch. Light and tough. Boy, is this a light watch. One can't really feel this watch on your wrist. It's like it doesn't exist. Adding to that is the nylon Velcro strap, which can be adjusted to the exact fit you desire. Some have complained about the double thickness at the 6 o'clock lugs to be cumbersome, but I don't feel that at all. And it's hard, 1000 on the Victor's hardness scale. That's harder than 316L stainless steel and harder than iron, so it should be fairly scratch resistant, along with the sapphire crystal. Just look how clear and lack of reflections this crystal gives. The other major positive going for this watch is the low light readability via the heavy application of superluminova. With a full charge, you could probably use this watch as a flashlight. Okay, maybe that's pushing it. The matte, almost sandblasted finish aligns perfectly with the utilitarian identity of field watches. In fact, the entire aesthetics of this watch are not towards style or beauty, it's functionality. So this watch can put some off as being dull. Yes, you can get field watches with more flair. The Notice Field Redwood comes to mind. I recently reviewed this watch and found it to have not only the needs of a field watch, but also some nice wrist appeal. The ARK doesn't have much wrist appeal to me. But again, think about the positioning of this watch. A very affordable, tough, highly readable field watch. If that's what you're looking for, this watch may be for you. However, if you're looking for something with more color and style, consider that Notice Sector Field Redwood model in this video. And if your tastes lean more towards luxury watches, I recommend this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.